Welcome back to BTide, and today we are going to add dedicated servers to Lyra. Just a friendly reminder before starting that basically dedicated servers have a static IP, and you need to join that IP to basically uh, join the match. But again, if you have followed the EOS videos, you know that that is not possible while local testing, and you need to upload the dedicated server on a build. So we are going to start the dedicated servers, build them, and create special nodes for them. And also you will be able to find them in the server browser and join them. But you won't open, like you won't be able to open, like you will be able to find it on the dev portal also, but you won't be able to find open up the level. And that's why, because and that's the reason, because is the IP of that thing is exactly the same as my local computer's IP. So that's why you won't be able to open up the dedicated servers. Rest the servers work. We will have the logic also, and that is it. Now you can get started, and also consider joining us. Like, you can press now on that join button and support us on YouTube. You will get the files and everything, and also very quick Discord service, Discord help. But even if you don't join, then also you can get Discord service. Like, why I'm saying service, you can get Discord help. You can just go to our Discord channel and then press on new topic, and you can just ask any question that you have, and we would be more than happy to help you out. And we also are open up free for consultations and paid projects. So yeah, that is it. Now you can get started. Thanks a lot. The preview is here, the servers are getting listed. So now finally, so this is the first video on YouTube for dedicated servers using Lyra EOS system, and not directly joining the dedicated server. So I'm very happy for this. uh People requested, and yeah, it's here. Thank you. You can start watching now. So now let's go. Okay, so firstly, welcome back to the screen, and now let's just go to tools, as we have already created a C++ class, so that's not something we have to do again. But let's go to the new C++ class, and in all classes, search for game game instance subsystem, this one. So basically we are just going to create a small subsystem for our own purpose, so that we can create sessions for dedicated server and different purposes. So we are just going to make this next, and name this dedicated server subsystem. And you can add it to any of these, but I will be adding it to the Lyra game, I believe. I hope I'm not wrong. Sorry, don't have that much experience till now with Lyra. I'm just on the verge of, yeah, learning as much as I can, but okay, done. So we do not need the other things. That's already covered in older videos. So let's close them and go to the .h and .cpp. So now there are two things. We can basically use this dedicated server subsystem for even creating normal sessions. But because Lyra already has that, so I am expecting you are not going to use it for some other type of project, because we already have EOS videos for other types of projects. So this is specifically for Lyra. So in the .h file, let's make a public section, and then a u property, and this should be, oops, it should be a new function, and blueprint callable, category EOS dedicated servers. And then we can just make it void create dedicated server session. And so this function will be called by a dedicated server, by the way. And let's generate definition for this. Then we will get the I online subsystem. So this one. So this requires an include. So we will include it. But Rider all includes itself. So if you are using Visual Studio, you will have to include this thing, and we will make it subsystem reference, and then we will get online. So it included the online thing. Get subsystem, and it included subsystem now. So get what? Now this thing should not be like this. Oh, okay, we forgot doing one thing. Let's open this up, and we are in the dedicated server one, and this is located in the Lyra game folder. Yeah, this one. Now you will have to go to build.cs, and in the private one, okay, let me just check here. In the private one, just add, sorry, in the public one, just add a few more. You will have to call EOS online services EOS, sorry, online subsystem EOS. Then you need to call online subsystem. Then you need to call utils online subsystem utils, and just a comma. Done. Now let's get back. Now we can just go and reload all from disk. This should get solved, but let me just again write online subsystem utils. I believe this will get solved as soon as this Lyra thing is loaded. I should reload, I believe, because okay, it got solved. So as you can see now, it's not giving us an error. Just restarting helped. And if now this subsystem reference is valid, then we will make a I online session pointer and name this session pointer reference, and then get the subsystem reference, and from there we will get the session interface. Now if this session, now why is there an error again? Oh sorry, why did I add pointer thing? Yeah, now we will just check if the session pointer reference is valid, and if it is valid, then we will just create the session. So we will make f online session settings and session creation info, and then the session creation info. In the session creation info, we will have a lot of settings. Now b is dedicated should be true because this is a dedicated server which is creating the session. Then session creation info dot b should advertise should be true. Session creation info b number of public connections can be any number, but I would make it 10. B allow join in progress, this should be true. So I am just going through all the settings now. If you want more in-depth thing, you can watch our older videos, but okay. uh, Now we need to disable lobbies. Use lobbies if available, make it false, because this is a dedicated server and lobbies are not supported. Session, as it does not have an valid owning client ID. And allow invites, so the server should not allow the invites. Let's make it false for now. Use presence, false. So why will the server allow presence? Use voice chat, false, because again this is not a lobby. B is LAN match is also false. So here are all the settings that we did. Now we also need to set a keyword. Now keywords are basically by which thing you want to find a session. So normally keywords should not be named very hard coded. It should not be very hard coded. It should be very soft. Like for all the sessions, the keyword should be the same, because you cannot easily like fix errors related to keywords. So we will get the session creation info, and then we will get set search search keywords, and in the search keyword we will pass f string. uh, so keep the name same if you are just following the tutorial, so that we can have so in bug fixing this would be very helpful. Lyra test random. So random is something which I add in all my videos, so yeah. And then we will get the e online data advertisement type, and we will make via online services. Now we are ready for creating the session, so we can now finally create. So we can call session pointer reference, and we can bind on create session complete delegates dot add u object, and we will pass this, and we have to call a function which will be called whenever the dedicated server function has been created. So for that we have to create a new function, which we will name on session creation successful. So we will just call new function u function and void on session creation reply. So it just means that there was a reply from EOS. Now, if you don't know what delegates, because I already know, because I have already created 3 videos on this. But for instance, you are creating a new function and you don't know what callback it will give you, so you can just like go to a declaration of this and see it has two things: f name and bool. So it will give you the session name and it will give you if it was successful or not. So same way here, we can just add f name and call this session name, and then boolean b was success. And we just copy. We have created a function for this? No. So we can just generate definition for this, and here we can just call this u dedicated subsystem on creation on session creation reply. Then what we need to do, we will again call the session pointer reference, and we will create session. Now the hosting player number would be the 0, that is the local user that is creating the session. Then the session name would be again Lyra test random. And the third thing is we have to pass in the session creation info, that is this variable. So just pass it and done. Now we need to check if it was successful. So we can just firstly make a UE log here and session reply and let's just keep this simple here and we will check if it was successful and paste session creation success or else we can again paste session creation field. So it logging usually helps a lot while again testing and change this from warning to error so that it prints in red and you have all your minds on it. Hmm. Now again we need to do one more thing. Let's just go back here and create a u property and name this map sorry f string map path. Just make it like this. And here in the create dedicated server session, just add a new f string again and name this uh, past map path. So we will get the map path from the menu itself so that if you want to have different levels for the map path, you can have it. And now this is the map path. And here somewhere where you have a space or maybe here, just get the map path that is the variable here and set it equal to the passed map path. And this place where we have the session creation info successful, we will get the world and we will server travel to the level sorry to the what was that variable map path. So this will open up the level that the session has to use, although the session will always open up the correct level on creation itself, but okay, that would work. So done. Let's close the editor and run. Okay, so we have this here and let's go to the let's go to the project settings, maps and modes and check. Yeah, we have this B Lyra game instance. Let's open this up and create a new node for event initialization. Right click, add a call to parent function and here make a branch. Check if it is dedicated server. So how does this check? So normally is dedicated server check, what it does is basically what I think is it just checks if you are using the server target for your game, which we will do ahead, so don't worry. And if it is a dedicated server, then get the dedicated server subsystem and create dedicated server session like this. So now we need to pass in the map path. So let's go back. let's go to level, and we have this shooter gym level, which I believe people would like to have as their game. So we can just right click this, rename. Oh, sorry. Just right click this, and you will have to make it copy reference. Then go back to your Lyra game instance and paste it here. Now we don't need the part after the dot, so remove the part after the dot and done. That is it. Oh, oops, no. One more thing. Remove this part before the, what we call this, comma. The comma on the top. Just remove the part before that. We just need the absolute path, I believe. So like in plugins, we have shooter core, and then maps and shooter gym. Okay, that should work. Now, just for testing, let's check if I don't remember if this will work, but let's go to play editor and play and start this as server and open this shooter gym and play. So this should start as a server. Let me just search for create session info. Uh, okay, I don't remember this will work or not. Let's leave it. Uh, so when we have this, let's just add a delay. Now, if you don't know how to auto scale this, then we have a playfab video along with the EOS, so you can watch that. But yeah. Okay, so welcome back to the screen now. 2 days ago, I recorded the rest of the part of the video, but now there is a small problem that in the find session node, something is not working and we are not able to correctly find the dedicated servers, but that is working with the advanced session blueprint plugin. So that was suggested on the EOS website, so that's why we did this. And so what we are going to do is we will go to plugins, and we have added the advanced session plugin. You can download it from the description. You will have a direct link, and then just open up the project and let's continue from there. Okay, so this would not be that easy to like finish, but we need this. So let's make a new list, and like let's just update this list upon that. So we can just go to this browser session entry and duplicate this and name this WBP EOS browser entry, and open this up and change the parent. So you can just go to graph, reparent blueprint to normal widget, user widget, and just remove this thing up, and also remove this. We don't need that. And in the join session node, just make it join session, and player blueprint would be get player controller. So that would join, but still we have game mode and everything else. So open up this Lyra project. So everything is variable as of now. So as you can see, it has the map name as the variable name, and then we need to pass that. So the different method would be just to copy the horizontal box. Oh, sorry, copy that. Go to EOS session entry and just paste it here. Add a canvas panel and paste it here like this. We can remove the session button. Compile and save. And this horizontal button can be wrapped with a small button, and this button should have no style so that it's exactly similar to the EOS button. Now we are modifying the details a little bit, but believe me, that's the currently the only way, because nothing is available related to this on the internet. So I could not find easier methods to fix these things. But yeah, and on this button, when the button is pressed, we will just join the session, and then we will make this game mode variable. So this is open text block. Mm, so we have this set test. So let's make one do one thing. We can just drag this down here, and on event begin play, sorry, event construct, on the game mode we can just right click, promote to a variable, name this game mode, and then make this expose on spawn and instance editable. Then second is um, map name. So for the map name again, we will get this set text, right click, promote to a variable, name this map name, expose on spawn. Next is the ping, that is 999 ms. So one more thing that we can do is we can just make the session entry instance editable and expose on spawn. Then we don't need to do these things. So just make that expose on spawn. Oops, sorry, wrong button pressed. And then for instance, we can take this ping data, that is the ping text, set text, and then get this ping one. Where is it? Oh, sorry, get this session entry, get online, get ping in ms, and set the ping to this. Then we have minim player text and the max player text. So we can just set this max player text, and also the player. Why I'm pressing the wrong button? I need to get a new keyboard as well. Anyways, so now we can just from this variable get current players, and in the same way we will get the max players. Exactly in the same way, you will have more info. So you can get the server name in place of the map mode for now. Now get back to the session browser screen and disconnect here. Just drag this up. Hmm. And on the top one, because that is the completed text, just get find advanced sessions, and then get the player controller. Now the max results should be 20. Now you can have more, and you can add any filter. As you have already seen in the region select video, you can add filters as you already know. And we will have all servers, empty servers. No, don't check the search lobbies because we are creating normal sessions, and rest everything is okay. Now on success, we will just get it this thing for each loop, create widget. Now the widget should be EOS session entry, and we can remove this game mode and map name variable from being game mode exposed on spawn, because we have the variable for the session entry which will also hold the extra settings, so you can use that. And refresh this now and just drag this up. Now this thing, Lyra list view, I don't think we can directly add it to this vertical, sorry, this as a scroll bar. So what we can do is we can add a normal scroll box at this point and make this to cover the whole part, and remove the Lyra list view. Compile and save. Get back to the graph, and here get the scroll box. Where is it? And let's name this session scroll, and get the session scroll. What was it, bro? I forgot. Scroll. Okay, yeah, it's add child. And we have a few errors. Let's go and fix that. We can remove this. And this is all for the finding session, so we can remove this now. And after this is done, that is completed, we need to call unlock after session search. So we will here call unlock after session search. Now we have one more problem, Lyra list view. So yeah, when we start searching, we need to clear the array. So exactly in the same way, we will have to clear the session scroll. So we will just clear children, and we can remove this list view. Compile and save. So many errors, but let's play. And also we need to go to any desk, restart the server, because till now everyone would be dead on the server, so we need to cancel start. So let me just get the confirmation for the server start. Yeah, session creation successful. So we have got the script for login. Let's continue to app, allow, loading. Let's play Lyra, browse, and we got three maps. And okay, so this is not covering the whole screen, but that's a UI part, and I believe you can handle that. So you can see, and the ping is 0. I don't know why the ping is 0, and it founded the session. Let's open up the Dev portal. So as you can see, we have three sessions running. Now I remember why this is again, two sessions are running on PlayFab and one is on EOS. So the latest one that is created on the Z212.9, that is the one that is correct. So 6 by 6 open players, and oops, where is the window? Yeah, and we can just check with the website which is the correct one. And dedicated server dm dev. Now this dm dev means like my second machine's name. So this is the dm dev latest session, I believe. So let's try playing this. Okay, so welcome back to the screen, and I have a little bit news. So that's now I got the reason why it was not joining. Now, because if we go to the PlayFab, EOS websites and check the newly created session, we have this IP address. Now, this IP address is exactly same to mine IP address. So that's why we were on level front end, and when we clicked on opening the server level, in place of joining the server, started looking for my front end level. Now the reason for that is because we don't have in LAN connection enabled. We are using dedicated servers, and dedicated servers cannot have the same IP, because like their servers, they need to have a specific IP that a player can join to. So that's why we are getting the server listed, but we are not able to join it. Like we are able to join it, but we are not like opening that level, because we both have the same ID. But other than that, we now have the dedicated server here. And now remember, you cannot have the dedicated server come up, like you cannot join it if you are running it on your computer. You need to have it on a virtual machine, so that the IP address, as you can see, is not exactly the same as my own IP address. So that is it for this video. Hope now we have like exposed dedicated servers to Lyra, so it helps you guys out. And thanks for watching. Meet you in the next one, and consider supporting us on YouTube. Yeah, you can now press on that join button and help us out, and hit that subscribe button and like the video. More Lyra and EOS videos coming up, even Lyra plus PlayFab video coming up. So also you can just join the server. You can post your questions in the forum, and we will answer it very quick. So thank you.